What's up, my good people? This is Joey Young, and today I'm talking about loneliness, specifically how to feel less of it. Can I ask you a question? How is your soul today? How are you really doing? I think this is a really important question to reflect on, because if you're watching this, I'm guessing you're not exactly where you want to be on your insides. You got some emotions, you got some feelings of solitude or loneliness that are affecting you. And I want to introduce to you today a few perspectives that might help you to feel a little bit less lonely. But the thing you got to understand about this is you need to first, before you engage with any of these strategies, believe that you have the ability to help yourself feel less lonely. And I can't do that for you. You know, maybe this is not what you want to hear right now, and this might actually hurt a little bit, but you got to understand that most people who feel lonely choose to feel lonely with their actions, their mindsets, and their behaviors. And I'm only saying that because I really care about you, and I really want to provide some actual, tangible, real solutions to you to feel less lonely. It might sound harsh, but it's true. You need to believe that you can do things to make yourself feel less lonely, that you have power to change how you feel. That's the first step before anything else. So if you believe that, then we can jump into these 3 perspective shifts that I believe could make the difference for you to feel less lonely today and start feeling more connected and more vibrant in your life and experience that joy of being known and knowing other people. So let's jump into that. And the first one is, don't think that you're the only one. Remember that loneliness is just a part of the human experience. You know, we all feel lonely sometimes. I feel lonely. My wife feels lonely. My dog probably feels lonely. I don't even have a dog. But, you know, it's just part of, who we are. It's something that everyone experiences along the way. So don't think that you're the weird one or the only one who's going through this. You know, top executives feel lonely when, they think, well, there's no one else who can understand me. There's very few people in my position to even relate to. New parents probably feel lonely when they've got a newborn baby at home and none of their friends have it, so they're like, who do I talk to about this? I mean, your mom probably feels lonely because you haven't called her in 3 weeks, okay? Go out there and call your mom, all right? I'm just kidding, but what I'm saying is that we're all just humans trying to figure out life. We are trying to create meaningful relationships, trying to create meaningful work and play in our lives, and just have grace for yourself that you're not the only one to experience this. You're trying to figure this out just like everyone else. It's going to be okay. So don't think you're the only one. Remember, it's part of the human experience. The second thing is don't spend as much time dwelling on feeling sorry for yourself. Spend more time focusing on how to solve the root issue of your loneliness. There's a big difference between cycling in the surface level thoughts of I feel lonely and this sucks versus having intentional reflection time to dissect what the actual problem is and start to take actions towards solving it. You know, it's really dangerous when we start to connect loneliness with our identity. You know, if you're feeling thoughts like, man, this is just who I am. I'm just lonely, and that's how it's always going to be. Or, no one likes me, and just because that's life, everyone hates me. That's how it is. If you're feeling those thoughts, then you know it's time for a change. You know that you need to stop those in the moment when you're thinking them, because those are really dangerous and they won't help you at all. So instead of indulging or dwelling in those thoughts, why not take some time to instead do some intentional reflection? Ask yourself the scary questions. Maybe write them down, Ask yourself, why do I feel lonely? Straight up, what's the root of this? For a lot of people, low self-esteem can actually cause loneliness. That might be a contributing factor. Ask yourself, when did this start? When did I start feeling this? Maybe it'll start to reveal some patterns or a time of the year or a certain relationship or something like that might have caused this. Maybe ask yourself, what's one thing I can do this week to feel less lonely? What's one thing I can do? These are the tough, kind of scary questions that we can ask ourselves, but they're the ones that actually bring real insight to the solutions that could move our lives forward and help us to feel less lonely. So try that out. And remember, don't spend too much time on the cycling negative thoughts of, this is how it's always going to be, or feeling really sorry for yourself. Spend more time thinking about the root issue of it and delving deep into the problem to try to create some solutions. And the third thing I would recommend, the third shift to help you feel less lonely, is to not lie in your bed all day. Instead, go out there and create some connection. Go out there and initiate contact with somebody else. It's the only surefire way to eliminate the loneliness. You know, we can all wait for someone to come into our lives to value us and be a friend, but you know, there's that old phrase that to have a friend needs to be a friend first. And it's so true. Maybe it's time to make a decision that today, you know, this Sunday I'm going to church and I'm going to say hi to somebody outside the church. Or maybe you're going to join a book club, or maybe you're going to text somebody and say, yo, let's connect this week. Just make a decision to relate and to know someone more deeply this week. That could be the best decision that you make. I mean, we all know that relationships take time, they take energy, they're risky because you can get hurt, right? But they're so worth it. They're so worth it. And maybe reaching out to someone who you might feel maybe could be lonely right now, that could just be the exact thing that helps you solve your own loneliness by reaching out and initiating connection with someone else. And why not give that a shot? Why not don't lie in your bed all day? Why not try to connect with someone else and help them to not feel lonely? You might just feel a little better yourself. You might just have a little bit more satisfaction in the joy of being known and to know someone else. You might feel more vibrant, more connected, more alive than you have in a long time. This could be awesome. And you know what? I believe in you. I believe that you can figure this out, that you have the tools to take the next step to create this feeling of joy and connection in your life and to stop feeling as lonely as you do now. So go out there, try a few things, what we talked about today, make some stuff happen. I believe in you again. And until next time we talk, go out there and create the impossible in your life. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It really helps spread the message. And hey, I know you're the type of person who has big dreams for your life. You've got goals and you want to create a better future for yourself and your family. As a personal development coach, it's my job to help you identify and take action on whatever your next step is. So please take action right now. Click the link in the video description and book yourself a free 30-minute clarity call with myself. We'll talk about you, your challenges, and what the exact next step is for you. I can't wait to see how I can help you create the impossible in your life. So if that would be of service to you, if that would help, click the link in the video description, and I can't wait to talk to you soon.